What's up, loves? Welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another What I Eat in a Day. We're going to jump right into this video by starting with breakfast, and I'm going to be making me a breakfast burrito. Well, I'm making it for my husband and myself because I can't eat all them eggs in the morning. I'm like, ooh, that's too much. But anyways, I'm going to just be seasoning my eggs with some salt, some black pepper, some onion powder, some garlic powder, of course, a little bit of chili for some kick, as well as a little bit of parsley just for some coloring and some earthiness to this meal. Now you guys definitely need to let me know in the comment section if you prefer to see my face at the beginning of these videos or if it's okay with me just jumping into the meal. So I would know, how to start my videos, because to me this is comfortable right here, just doing a voiceover. But if you guys want to see my face at the beginning, I will definitely start my videos by showing my face. I'm also going to be adding some milk to this because milk just makes the eggs fluffy, okay? That's all I'm saying. It makes the eggs fluffy. If you don't believe me, try it just once and then let me know. Now, I love to add vegetables into my eggs, and this is how I usually do my scrambled eggs for my husband and I always add some sort of vegetable. So today I'm going to just be cutting up some sweet peppers and some onion, but you guys can definitely choose whatever other vegetable you prefer. For example, spinach. If you want spinach in it, mushrooms. I love mushrooms in eggs. It's just amazing. But definitely go ahead and choose the vegetables you like. I'm just going to be keeping it simple by adding some onions and sweet peppers. And now for our meat of choice, I'm going to be using some sausages. I definitely prefer to do this with our chewapchichi. And what chewapchichi is like a Greek kind of breakfast sausage. And we usually use that, but we only had 3 pieces in the fridge. Like, we eat it that much. And it comes in a really big bag. So I don't even know when we ate all that. But anyways, I'm going to be adding some sausages instead, and you can definitely go ahead and substitute this with any other meat that you prefer. For example, you can use ground beef if you want to, or ground turkey. You can also use bacon if you want, or some other protein, whatever other meat you want to add. Definitely go ahead and add it. But for today, we're going to be using some sausages, and this is the basics to all of my scrambled eggs. The only difference is we're going to be adding this in a wrap to make us a juicy burrito. So my pan is nice and hot now, so I'm going to be using some olive oil. You can use any other oil you prefer. Sometimes I use olive oil, sometimes I use coconut oil or some butter, whatever you prefer. Today I'm going to be using the olive oil. It's nice and hot. I'm going to start by just heating up my vegetables and cooking my onions down a bit until they're a little translucent. And then I'm going to add my meat in it and cook that down as well, so we can get some nice little char to it, a little bit of color, you know what I'm saying? Guys, please let me know in the comments if this angle is better or if I need to still play around with the angle some more so that I can actually get a better angle while cooking. I'm just playing around with it because I don't usually do cooking videos, and because now I'm showing you guys what I eat in a day or what I eat in a week, I definitely have to show you guys what I'm cooking. But let me know if this angle is okay, or if you prefer it to just be like straight on or something else. I don't know. I'm gonna keep playing around with the angles, but let me know how y'all feel about this one. So now I'm going to be adding my seasoned egg mix to my pan and scrambling that. You guys, go ahead and season your eggs. I've seen so many people just take the egg, throw it in a pot, scramble it, and eat it as is. And maybe it's just because I'm not an egg fan, so I actually have to add flavoring to my eggs to eat it. But y'all, even if you just add the basic salt and pepper, add some seasoning to the egg, okay? I'm going to be scrambling this till it is well done. My husband actually prefers it a little uncooked, but I'm going to be cooking this until it's well done because I'm eating out of this as well, and I need to feel, comfortable eating my food. So when this is all cooked fully, we're going to start our burrito. And now it is time to assemble our wraps. For our wraps, I'm going to be using this white wrap. I actually prefer to use whole wheat. I'm not a fan of white bread, but my husband said that there was no more whole wheat left in the store, so he picked up the white just in case I wanted it. So we're going to be using that because he already bought it. I'm going to lay down just a little bit of cream cheese, and this is a Coiter blend. Coiter in English is herbal. This is a herbal blend, so I'm going to lay that down first. Then I'm going to place some of our eggs on top and then some cheese, and then I'm going to wrap it and then place it back in the pan just to seal the opening and also to, give that wrap a little bit more color. And then we're gonna chow down. As you guys can see, one of these wraps is really, really huge. That one's for my husband. It's nice and juicy, and it was so filling. He struggled to complete this. Like, it was really, really filling, but it was so good. So I'm just going to show you guys how the inside of the wrap looks, and does that not look delicious? For my lunch, I'm going to be keeping it very light by making me a salad because our breakfast was very heavy. Even though I am alternate day fasting and I don't necessarily have to calorie count, I choose to calorie count just so that I lose my weight quicker. That's simply it. So I'm going to start off by using some salad that my husband already prepared. I'm just going to use a little of that and then jazz it up. I'm going to be dicing a half of a green apple. Then I'm going to be using a little bit of cranberries just for that nice sweet tartiness because I just love adding cranberries to my salad. Then I'm going to add some pecans because I love pecans, if you guys didn't know by now. I love pecans, and that's just going to add a little bit of crunch to our salad. And then I'm going to top that with a little bit of feta cheese because feta cheese just makes every salad better. Or is it just me? And I'm also going to be using a feta cheese that actually is mixed with a Coiter. I keep saying Coiter. Coiter in English is herbal. Y'all, I be forgetting my English words, okay? I'm going to be using a little bit of herbal feta cheese, and I'm just going to use a little less than a half of the container, or half of the container, because it does come in two halves. And I'm just going to cut that up a little, dice it up a little, and drop that on top of my salad. And then I did use a dressing. I used a vinaigrette, and I just used about 2 tablespoons of it. I didn't use much because this salad on its own, it really doesn't need any dressing. It is just that delicious. And there we have it. Doesn't it just look good? And it was so filling. Delicious. And now for dinner, I'm going to be making the easiest. When I say easiest, I literally mean easiest vegetable soup that you probably have ever seen in your entire life. Anyways, I'm going to start by dicing up some paprika or red bell pepper, whatever you guys call it. And then I'm going to dice up a onion and a half. And these are very small onions, but if you have a large onion, then I guess you use a half of a large one. But since these are so tiny, I'm just going to cut up the rest of this leftover onion, and then I'm going to cut up an additional one for the base of our soup. Now that our pan is nice and hot, I'm just going to put down a little bit of olive oil. And once again, you guys can use any oil of your choice, but I'm going to be using a little bit of olive oil just to cook my vegetables down until they're just a little soft and my onions are translucent. This is going to be the base of our soup. Now that the onions are nice and translucent, we're going to be adding some garlic paste. Is this garlic paste or crushed garlic? Child, we're going to be adding some of this stuff, okay? It's garlic. At least that's what the bottle says. But if you guys want to go ahead and crush your own garlic, definitely crush your own garlic. Fresh garlic is always better. But this is what your girl had in her fridge. And like I said, this is going to be quick and easy and painless. I'm also going to be using some canned tomatoes. If you guys want to go ahead and dice your own tomatoes freshly, dice it. But this is what your girl had, and I felt like eating some vegetable soup, so that's what I'm going to be adding. I'm also going to be adding this vegetables for soup. It's a Gimusa soup mix, and all it has in it is different vegetables chopped up. I'm also going to be adding some more carrots and peas, but if you guys want to cut up your own tomatoes and your celeries and your carrots and whatever else you want to add to your soup, your broccoli and whatnot, definitely go ahead and do that. But your girl easy, and your girl is trying to eat a little healthy, and frozen vegetables are very good, okay? That's all I'm saying. But do fresh if you want to do fresh, okay? Now I'm going to be adding some Italian seasoning to my mix, and you definitely can add any herbs you want. If you want to add basil and oregano, you can do that. I'm using Italian seasoning. Make this how you guys want to. I'm just showing you guys what I'm adding to my soup. I'm also going to add 2 small bay leaves, and I'm going to start by adding my liquids. I'm going to add my water, just enough water to cover my vegetables, and you know, for when it's cooking down, because you know you have to let this cook for at least 20-25 minutes. I'm just going to add enough water to cook that down. Now I'm going to be seasoning my water with my vegetable brewer. Now what that is just a dry broth. So if you guys have the liquid vegetable broth, substitute that for your water. Easy peasy. And I'm also going to be seasoning it a little bit more because the vegetable brewer that I buy doesn't have much salt inside it. So I'm going to season it to taste. So I'm adding a little bit more salt, a little bit of black pepper, onion powder, garlic powder.
Treat each other right.
Oh yes, and just a little dash of chili flakes for a little bit of kick. Not much, just a teeny little bit. You won't even taste it. Now our soup is ready. Guys, if you want to use your fresh vegetables, definitely go ahead and chop up your fresh vegetables, but your girl did the easy route and it still came out delicious. Okay, I'm just saying. But anyways, guys, this is the end of this video. Just to top off my vegetable soup, I'm just gonna add a little teeny bit of Gouda cheese or Gouda cheese or however y'all pronounce it. You know, my husband says Gouda, so I say Gouda too. I'm just gonna add a little bit of that. If you want to eat some crackers with this, you can definitely go ahead. I did not. Unfortunately, I wish I did, but I did not. I really was watching my calorie count this day. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give your girl a big thumbs up, comment, like, share, subscribe if you have not as yet. And I will see y'all in my next video. So until then, as always, choose.